Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now. There's some serious buzz swirling around the NFL, especially concerning the potential trade rumors involving the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. You've probably heard the whispers, rumors that could significantly shake up the landscape of the AFC North and beyond. At the heart of this speculation is Dalton Kincaid, the talented young tight end from the Bills, who's been making waves with his athleticism and ability to stretch defenses. The chatter suggests that the Bills, who are currently in a bit of a tricky spot financially with only about $16 million in cap space, might be looking to make some moves, especially on the defensive side. But it's not just about rebuilding their defense. It's also about making strategic moves to keep their squad competitive while managing the cap. According to some credible sources, the Bills are eyeing a trade that could send Kincaid to the Steelers in exchange for a second-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick in 2027. The idea behind this move is multifaceted. For the Bills, it's about freeing up some cap room, particularly to extend players like Josh Allen, while also addressing their defensive struggles, which have been glaring this season. They're allowing an average of 28 points per game, far higher than they'd like, and that's a problem that needs fixing. Sending Kincaid, a promising but still developing tight end, could be part of a broader plan to stockpile draft capital and focus on rebuilding a more formidable defense. The Steelers, on the other hand, stand to gain a versatile, athletic tight end who can immediately boost their passing game. Kincaid, at just 26 years old, is a player with a bright future. He's got the size, speed, and hands to be a real weapon for Kenny Pickett and the Steelers' offense. His stats are compelling. 2025 saw him rack up 45 receptions for 512 yards, averaging an impressive 4 yards per catch, along with 4 touchdowns. His PFF grade of 82.5 reflects his reliability and skill as a pass catcher. Over his career so far, he's accumulated around 200 yards and 10 touchdowns, making him a significant addition to the Steelers' arsenal. What makes Kincaid even more intriguing is his athletic profile. He's a real threat after the catch, with YAC averaging 2 yards per reception, and he's got reliable hands. Only 2 drops so far in his young career. Despite missing 2 games in Week 5 due to injury, he's shown he can be a dependable target, especially in the red zone, where he's already proven to be a threat with 15 red zone targets resulting in touchdowns. His ability to operate in the middle of the field gives the Steelers another reliable safety valve for Kenny Pickett, complementing Pat Freiermuth, who's projected to have around 650 yards this season. Adding Kincaid would not only give the Steelers more options, but also help improve their third down efficiency, which currently sits around 35%. A tight end like Kincaid can be a real game changer on those crucial third and short situations, helping the Steelers extend drives and keep their offense on the field longer. Now, there's a lot of nuance to this potential trade, and it's worth noting that the Bills are facing some unique challenges. They're heavily focused on bolstering their secondary after injuries decimated their cornerback and safety depth earlier this season. Their offensive line is also under pressure, allowing 37 sacks so far, something that's making them cautious about giving up too many valuable players, but also open to trading some assets for picks that can help them rebuild. The Bills' management is reportedly eyeing the upcoming draft in April as a key opportunity to shore up their secondary and offensive line, which is why they might be willing to part with a talented young tight end like Kincaid now. For the Steelers, this potential move would be a clear statement. They are serious about competing now and building around Kenny Pickett. Adding a player like Kincaid could significantly improve their red zone attack and third down conversions, which have been areas of concern earlier in the season. This move would also send a message to the AFC North. The Steelers are not just looking to stay competitive, they want to dominate. The AFC North is highly competitive, with the Ravens, Bengals, and Browns all fielding strong squads, but Pittsburgh is making strategic moves to position themselves as genuine contenders. And let's not forget the broader context of the season. The Steelers have been quietly building momentum after a slow start, and strengthening their offensive weapons is a critical part of their plan. Kenny Pickett has shown flashes of potential, and with the right pieces around him, like a reliable tight end who can make plays after the catch and in the red zone, he could take a significant step forward. The Steelers' offense has been somewhat inconsistent, but with the addition of a player like Kincaid, they could see immediate benefits: more explosive plays, better third-down efficiency, and a more diverse attack that keeps defenses guessing. Meanwhile, the Bills are in a bit of a rebuild mode, trying to find the right mix to stay competitive in a tough AFC. Their focus on bolstering the secondary is well-founded, especially with the injuries they've faced. They've already been linked to the idea of trading away some of their assets to add draft picks, similar to what they did with Hunter Henry last season, aiming to elevate their offense and defense simultaneously. The recent performances have shown that the Bills need more from their defense. They're allowing too many points and yards, and trading Kincaid could be part of a larger strategy to reset the roster and focus on long-term success. From a strategic perspective, this trade makes sense for both teams. The Steelers get a young, talented tight end who can grow into a key piece of their offense, while the Bills get the draft capital they crave to address their bigger needs. It's a classic case of two teams with different priorities coming together for mutual benefit. If it happens, it could set a precedent for how the NFL teams approach mid-season trades. Sometimes, a move as simple as swapping a promising young player for draft picks can change the entire trajectory of a franchise. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet. The trade window is still open, and the rumors are swirling more intensely as we approach the trade deadline. The Steelers, always looking to add weapons and improve their offense, are reportedly monitoring Kincaid's situation closely. The Bills, meanwhile, are keeping their options open, weighing the benefits of trading Kincaid versus holding on to him and trying to turn things around on their own. The next few days will be critical in determining whether this deal materializes, but the potential impact is huge, especially for Steelers fans who are eager to see their team take another step towards Super Bowl contention. Thinking about what this could mean for the Steelers, it's exciting. Kenny Pickett would have another reliable target to throw to, which is exactly what this offense needs to become more explosive and consistent. Pat Freiermuth has been doing well, but adding Kincaid would give them that extra dimension, someone who can operate in the middle, stretch the field, and be a reliable red zone threat. It's the kind of move that could elevate the Steelers' offense from decent to dangerous, especially if they can integrate Kincaid quickly and effectively. And it's not just about the immediate impact. Building a strong, versatile tight end like Kincaid also sets the Steelers up for the future. At just 26, he's entering the prime years of his career, and with the right coaching and system, he could develop into a perennial Pro Bowler. That's the kind of player who can be a cornerstone for years to come, especially when paired with a quarterback like Kenny Pickett, who is still in the early stages of his development but has shown flashes of greatness. On the other side, for the Bills, this is about making tough decisions, trading youth for draft capital, trying to set up a rebuild that prioritizes defense and offensive line depth. They're clearly aware that their current roster needs adjustments if they want to compete at the highest level, especially in the AFC, which is loaded with talented teams. Moving Kincaid now could give them the flexibility they need to address some of their most pressing issues in the upcoming draft and free agency. Finally, looking at the bigger picture, these kinds of trades are what make the NFL so unpredictable and exciting. Fans love the drama, the surprises, and the strategic chess match between franchises. For Steelers fans, the hope is that this rumored trade will come through, and that Kincaid will wear the black and gold, helping the team push deeper into the playoffs and chase that elusive Super Bowl title. The potential is there, and the next few days could be pivotal in shaping the Steelers' path in the postseason race. So stay tuned, because if this trade happens, it's going to be a game changer. The Steelers are always looking to improve, and adding a young, dynamic tight end like Kincaid would be a statement move. It would show that they're serious about competing now and building for the future. As fans, we know that every move counts in this league, and this one could be a defining moment for the Steelers' season. Keep your eyes peeled, because the AFC North is about to get even more interesting, and the Steelers might just be at the center of it all. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think adding Kincaid would make a real difference? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in black and gold? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Steelers news. Let's go Steel City and keep that passion burning bright. Here, to hoping we see some exciting moves in the coming days that will propel our team further into the playoff picture and hopefully another Super Bowl run.